Cooper that the Indians were you. It comes as a great shock to discover that the country, which is your birthplace and to which you owe your life and your identity, has not in its whole system of reality evolved any place for you.
James Baldwin debate once talked about his realization of race in America. He talked about as a child how he used to watch cowboy films, and the point where he realized that while he spent years rooting for the cowboy, that he was actually the Indian. For many, the George Floyd incident was that same realization, where many of us rooting for the cowboy, our nation, ended up feeling as if we were the Indian, quote, beneath the knee. The state of black design was something that was started out of that emotion, where a safe space was needed for people of color within the field of design, and that was established and given via the course of a 2-hour panel. Our first event saw 4,000 people watch live. Our second event did similar numbers, but connected hundreds of students of color to corporate entities that were looking to find diverse talent within their pool. This year, we're doing the same thing, only we're inviting people in person for a hybrid event under the theme of Family Reunion. This year's State of Black Design Family Reunion will be headlined by speaker Nikki Giovanni. We'd love to see you guys over there. Registration is now open.
What's cracking? Rhonda, what's happening, man? Let me go ahead and, excuse me. Trying some new stuff here, which I truly enjoy. What we're dealing with is, I'm looking at a number of people's, how should you say it? Damage, yes. Excellent. And let's move the banner. Okay. So where y'all can see my beautiful face. Yes, how's it going? I'm looking at a lot of people's posts, and I you know, as you see what I got up there, my tablet went dead. I was on it most of the night, researching some things. A lot of y'all know I quit drinking like completely. I mean, I had stopped, but until the other night when I went out and I had a couple of glasses of wine, I realized that drinking is not for me. I did that not on the benefit of nobody else, though it can benefit you. What I do can benefit others, and you know how they say, if you talk it, you should walk it. And if you walk it, you should be able to talk it. Well, I believe in that myself. And I know we're a constricting society. We've allowed ourselves to be sucked into a vacuum and to falsely be held to a high standard when there is no high standard to be held at. It's all a delusion. It is status, like an infighting thing. So as you see up there, I have what is considered more or less, it's mostly sociology, ethnic disbursement. That is not a word. That is something that I wrote about in college, that sociology being my major. And I watched how everybody on here relays their messages. So one of our good brothers yesterday he did a video, and I can feel his passion about everybody. Now, a lot of y'all know, and I don't care what your sitting on your side is. Everybody has their way of delivering your messages. But when I tell you, your vernacular should change as you mature and grow, this is not a lesson I'm giving out for a payment. I am expressing something to you that I'm well versed in because I had it mentioned to me numerous times before I actually got the picture. We could sit here all day talking about fuck Kanye, excuse my vernacular, but fuck Kanye, fuck Charleston Light, fuck all this. What does that accomplish? Did I not express? And this is where we get into the social or the ethnic social disbursement. Because we are so divisive, we have yet to start coming together. And yet y'all all preach this, and then some of you don't. Now I can clarify this by even playing back snippets of 12 individuals' videos and show you. This is what I do. When I said I do this, and I meant that that's what I do. I study everybody. For the purpose of what? For the purpose of growth. Not of only self, but to benefit those around me who I consider are my kinfolk. You know, I don't want to hear all that shit about skinfolk. All skinfolk ain't kinfolk. Shut the fuck up. See, a lot of you niggas is the bandwagon of live people. And you know I hate that word, nigga. I detest it. I despise it. Then why do you utilize it? Because you're stuck there. You can acclimate with discernment and you have better understanding of that than most things you talk about. You never give nothing to parlay on the side. Though I know what's being done, and I credit everybody with applause. Not a golf clap, but an applause. I pat you on your back for your endeavor. Yet, you have not succeeded in remedying your misguided function of functional activity. Disbursement, inappropriate, is not appropriate. When I said, as I was taught when I was young, and I hold on to that today, don't shoot the messenger. The messenger could be the guy who's about to cut your head off, but it might be somebody in the audience that gets the message. This man's doing a job. He has been, and as sick as it sounds, and the morbidity of it all, he is doing a job that he was chosen because of his skills at battle. If you study those people who are the guillotine or the hangman noose, makers. There were usually morticians who could deal with the sight of death, as grim as it may be, or those who were sadists, who were excellent at their job, making a 13-row condition noose. Don't shoot the messenger means let the messenger fucking be. He's got enough issues. And who are we to determine 30 or 40 years later where a person's position or his testament or statement lay? Who are we? Right now we see that the Senate holds the blue. That was going to happen. I told everybody it was going to happen because they want your guns, for those of you who can legally carry guns, which is really everybody. Felons and the like, unless you are really that screwed up. Then you sign your own death warrant, which you probably always implicated you from birth. Nothing I can do about that. Because they have all those who want to come on the soil created by this Zionist government who want to infiltrate and disperse the way of murder and everything else for a new world order that will never happen. Their blind hindsight is the fact that they are unaware that they have been committed to a state of blindness. Let me pull up something here so before this thing might go off. All right? I gotta breathe because I am up, charged, no, it went loose. It's at 6%, y'all. I gotta let it charge up, guys. All right? Anyway, let's see if I can tap over here, and I might be able to bring it up. I didn't slide all the way back. I don't want to cause a disruption. For people would be lovers of self, lovers of money, proud, arrogant, abusive, disobedient to their parents, ungrateful, unholy, heartless, unpleasable, and so on. They will be, confusion should be placed upon them. Do you not see that right now? Fear not, for I am with you, be not dismayed, for I am your creator. I will strengthen you, I will help you, I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. That is to those who are not complicit to being stuck in their social disparity, created by a system that studies you. Who else would study you? Are we not reading that in Nos Cantandum? Have we not crossed the brood of the custodians of time, or the custodians in Anunnaki? Have we made questions not about a formulation, but reviewing books consistent with history? You will see these same words pop up in those other books that I was reading in the beginning, custodians and so forth. Do you think that it's just out of nowhere? No, it is stuck there because it is a freeing. Many of us are not in confusion, yet we still hold ourselves to a conviction that has nothing to do with truth. And why is that? Some people feel being in opposition, yet being friends, is the key or the answer. No, it's not. To walk as one in solidarity means for all of us who choose not the wide, children are our ancestors, choose not the wide path, we choose the narrow. So not only can we fill in the pothole quicker and move the obstacles with ease, because now we walk as one. But when you're walking on the wide road, professing to be on the narrow road, with your insatiable appetite for egocentric ideology and skepticism of an attitude that is beyond unification, you become deplorable, not deployable. You become deplorable, not deployable. It's like somebody being put in the brig instead of sent to sea. Y'all know I'm not a religious person. Y'all know this. I can't stand Christianity. I know it's origin. I know it ain't that long ago. I can't stand Catholicism. They want to profess 2,000 years. It's a lie. How about we go back 300 years? Before that, it was all pagan ideology. A consummation of all. That's why I said study the what you call society? I've got so many in my head, but my apologies. But anyway, let's get on to this. I'm using the Bible because most of us were reared and raised into a lie steeped off our ancestral bibliography. I don't care how you feel about it. You can sit there going, Hebrews, Negroes, all that. Listen, I'm not with that out of Africa bullshit. That word Africa is new. Them Negroes are stuck. They're in confusion. Why? Because they argue their case regardless of being Masons or not, Freemasons or not. Because they made money or not. I really don't care no more. See, when you stop caring about things that care less about itself, it has no tender or weight on you. It is a libel. It is nothing. There's no dedication. Look, you can say what you want towards them because it is all deplorable nonsense, pure bullshit, fanaticism. And it caters to the people who are stuck in ignorance and confusion. You know I can't stand the New Testament either, right? And for good reason. Because it's the fabrication of many things deep and real things. Especially when they start with that Jesus shit. And that's my opinion based on my studies, my world travels. And the fact that I know a story that's older than all of this. Why is it only a few of us know the story? You ever ask yourself, how come I can't find the story of the Pale Wolf and the Dark Wolf? I heard somebody say it on YouTube once upon a time. You know why it was probably taken down? Because it was half truth. That's why. And they couldn't have it out there. So that individual was dumb enough to put it up on there without going to those he may have learned it from. So the handful of us that know this story, you just can't put it up. That's why I just started a Patreon. I've had people converse with me and say, Red, you must have video. You sure you want to do this? I'm like, well, fuck the enemy. I'm here for that 10%. That 10%. The 90%, no, fuck y'all. You made your choice. You laid in your little stank ass bed. You follow the hearsays, the foolishness, the foolish, and that's where you at. You stay the fuck over there. Do me that big grand favor. I'm not worried about how somebody's gonna feel. First of all, I also have right here screenshot everything about this new how they want everybody to carry themselves. It's a control thing. So I know how to talk within the margin. I am so tired of all you lazy motherfuckers that I wouldn't care if you got rid of yourself. I really wouldn't. But for those of you who got the sparkle of light in you, you're always welcome. Everybody's family. It's not hate with that. None at all. When I say love and empathy, I mean it. But if you think that I'm going to stand waiting for you, you are lost your fucking mind. I'm not waiting for nobody. Them days of waiting are gone and done. Be where you need to be at. And it also tells you, and this is what I like about, only thing about the New Testament, because Matthew is based upon a true individual. Are y'all aware of that? It's funny how they've incorporated him, somebody that they murdered. Oh, this is a fact. You ain't gotta believe me. Take your ass over there to goddamn Matthew was murdered here, but take your ass over to Edinburgh, Scotland, and France and read about it. Take your trip if you got your little duty bob. Okay, you fauci out, you fauci. You alright? Go over there. And go out there and have your little siesta and go in a mom and pop store and say, do you have anything on Saint Matthew? Just like that. Voila! Matthew 24, 10, 13. English Standard Version. Boy, they got more versions than women got tampons, and that's pretty fucking sad. 10. And then many will fall away and betray one another and hate one another. And many false prophets will arise and lead many astray. Now are you paying attention to what I'm expressing? I'm no prophet. Fuck all that. I am just somebody who was afforded the time to be told who was an elder who was supposed to have been dead. By the time my uncle said, he said, him, me, we're supposed to have been dead. I was like, what do you mean? I just talked to him not too long ago. He says, well, they were supposed to have gotten rid of me too. See, the story was told in reverse, people. You're witnessing Babylon right now. For those who want to question the word Babylon, do any of y'all know what that means? See, these people that went to these theology schools, do you know what that's based upon? 503, 501(c), 5305, I don't care what the numbers and nomenclature is. I know that it's a perversion. That means it's a government affiliated. And what is this government? A perversion. Ever since the Reconstruction period and 75 to 80 years prior to that was the handoff to betray. You subjugate and subdue. Why? Because there were those from a different place guiding the black hand. So we can sit here and cry and boo-hoo the fuck all we want. I can sit here and force all my shit. I'm reading to you guys. That's what I'm doing. And what I'm doing is investing a little bit of my world travel and my perception of what I've learned in the reading. I don't care about state legislations and laws and all the other bullshit. I believe in the natural science of earth. It's natural law. I believe that walking in a righteous hindsight doesn't mean walking afflicted and with harm in your or any of that tension. Yet I don't walk as a pushover neither. And when I say that you lay hands on me, I will destroy you. I mean that. And I don't mean in a way not even Hollywood can paint. You see, there's a big difference in this critical thinking we profess and claim. Everybody wants to be the big dog. When are you going to start being the big man? And let the dog have his place? When are you going to allow the female dogs to be them and women stop calling yourselves the bitches? When are brothers going to stop calling women dude? Listen, dude means wrangler or gunfight. You think I'm wrong? Where have I got this wealth of knowledge? Because I make it my business to study and don't accept everything that lays out in front of me first off. So if you want to go in there and everybody's deception and all against you, in the deception, there are those in places and they have fear. Don't think they don't. Sadly, with empathy, I express this. They're giving you some messages. Take the messages and shut the fuck up. Or disperse yourself accordingly. Is this control? Well, seeing how you are the controlled opposition, you goddamn right. I'm regaining and recharacterizing control to control your narrative by disputing your bullshit rhetoric. When I said bring it, I meant it for all comers, not just anyone, everybody. Why? Because we make things personal that shouldn't be personal. We should see things open and recognize them and come together to cooperate and say, you know what? How do we broach upon this? It doesn't mean that we have to change our character, because that is the most important thing that we have. It keeps us as individuals. Though we can marginalize ourselves in the same way, to know and convey a message, we truly are speaking for the betterment of our people, regardless of the position. Because in the end, our people will be just fine. Doesn't matter what happens. Don't go committing suicide. I'm telling you, that ain't gonna work out well. And if you visit the suicide, the wards, and you know what the funny thing is, people commit suicide, we're all in the psychiatric ward. Even those in recovery about to go home. And that was the worst place I wanted to be. Because I checked myself in one time. When I knew I wasn't crazy, I was just so upset and depressed with these worthless ass women and me giving the best of who I am. And when I checked myself in the VA and they wanted to give me all these, I was like, what the hell is all that for? Oh hell no, who's at the top of the thing? Some Jewish doctor sitting around some damn table with a couple of Hindus and one or two niggas looking like they got food. I said, no, motherfucker, I'm checking myself out. I ain't going to court, no. I came because I figured as a vet, y'all would help knowing that we deal with this shit. I didn't want to go to my family because they're cheating and all that goofy shit. Why would I go to people who are just as sick as the people I don't want to be around? So I come back because it's an affliction of we go out to sea or we go overseas and we come back for this lie. And we have to deal with women, and some women have to deal with the same thing with men. Actually, women who are in the military married to men back home, they have a better relationship because the men back home ain't fucking around like the women. I used to watch my brothers go out when we were back home at duty and watch their women come over hitting on us. So I wish a woman would come out of pocket talking sideways. Fuck feminism. Fuck your crayon colors. Fuck your lies. It was created by the CIA and the Zionists. I know who it was created by. I've done the study on it. And your dumbass keep running around with it. Now you're all chemically lobotomized and you think it's normal to be gay? Well, I'm telling you right here, and fuck the religious part of it. It's the message. You have been scripted into something unaware. And it feels normal, so I don't fault you. But you have a choice. And some of you choose pleasure and the morbid sensibility that you believe based on the fiction of disintegrating deception and division. I fought, look, I'm served beside gay people. Motherfuckers were straight, man. They were straight up, man. It was nobody talked about, nobody, well, you had a couple of dumb peckerwoods, but y'all could be some dumb motherfuckers who sit there and say the dumb shit, you know. And we usually just beat their ass. I'm being serious. If they come on here, they'll tell you. Yep, he ain't lying. They whoop our ass. We didn't play that soldier story shit. Yo, cuz, you from Detroit, right? Come up in this course, man. And all you hear is broomsticks breaking, mop buckets and shit, angle iron heads getting smacked, some suplexes and elbow drops, some atomic knees. That's right. And we come up out of there, you gotta go to the infirmary, cuz, nose broken and finger broke. Oh, well, that's X and Y. And then when we say what happened, oh, y'all, broom closet, okay. You got light duty, you are gonna be working with corrosion. Mr. Branch, get your ass up there. You got 16-hour days. Cool. I'm dealing with weapons. I break down all the guns, and the saw, the M60, everything. I don't mind. I love that shit. My homeboy was Jack the Splacks, messing with a gay motherfucker who was, you didn't know was gay. Motherfucker in the gym working out anything could handle his own. But the disrespect, they would just walk away. It'd be us to correct the old dumb peckerwood. And it's not defending that motherfucker. It's defending the fact that we all serve together. We're not going to have that shit. That be the motherfucker that frag. You see what I'm saying here? Now, that was a young mind of mine, too. And those around. I didn't know if someone might have felt some kind of way about it. I mean, I don't know. I knew that with me, the way I was nurtured when my grandmother, great-grandmother took me and my grandpas and them, when they took me, they shaped and molded me, and I heard all these old folks talking. Older, excuse me, not old, older. And so I always wanted to be around the oldest people. It seemed right. And the more older people I was around, the more diversity and messages I could receive. And my great-grandmother made sure I knew who I was. And my great-uncle. So, when I hear some of y'all talk the way y'all do, it's disturbing because I know that I'm not leading you there. And I'm nobody's leader. But what is this a competition? Or do you feel that if what I say, you must go against it? That's fine. But make sure you make it known if that's the case. See, in a family where everybody's together, we don't do that. I won't have to speak against you. You don't see me speaking against nobody. You actually see me talking about, well, I'm going to check out Baba Rush, and I'm going to check out so-and-so, Big Mike Drop. I put everybody's stuff in Westside, Lone Wolf, Original. I put everybody's shit in there and support you motherfuckers. So don't get out of pocket because of your little fucking emotions, your little feelings. Change your fucking diet. Correct your status and your feelings. Are you checking what I'm saying, people? We're here for unification, not more disintegration. And we don't care the alphabet people or anybody watching. We don't have to speak their names no goddamn more. Why they're watching, so fuck. What's the purpose? Bringing them in. We don't give them energy. Don't they have enough power? So from now on, I'm going to continue to read and teach. I have a Patreon where I'm going to go into deeper historical books that I'm not going to show on here. It's expensive. And these lives are meant for people to come on and share in the wealth of knowledge, not the beautification of the bullshit. So right now, what are they doing? Because you motherfuckers didn't want to vote, which didn't really matter anyway. All they got, they said it, so they want to take your gun. You think we're going to let them? Of course not. See, that Constitution they took over for, I don't give a fuck what red flag, what fake little laws, what little goofy shit they create, and all that dumb shit they do. We know who we're talking about. We don't have to say their names. Ain't nobody getting shit. I believe in that old song, let the bodies hit the flow. Though I'd rather see everybody standing and enjoying to be able to breathe and make it through their door. They're making a declaration of war on our own soil. You see all the games out there. Eternal World War III starting with states fighting states. Are y'all not paying attention? Are y'all not paying attention? I'm reading exactly how they say they do it, and they've done it. And here it is. We don't have all that beautiful natural energy to sum it up. We have anxiety and this, that, pill that is skin and poisons that, toxins, all in our bodies and this, that, and the other. And here you can't even venerate yourself to express a different mentality, knowing that it's affecting you. I'm straightforward and honest with my shit. Why? I have no fucking fear. I don't care about that. What matters to me is you, motherfucker. And it's cheering more than fucking anything. I gotta turn up the charge up here. It's at 12%, which is slow. Don't nobody say no. Of course, it's the right cable and all that. Just please. Obviously, I'm very intelligent. Whatever the fuck that means. I am grateful that I met so many warm hearts still. My heart was cold and dark for a little while. I had lost all faith in humanity. It was like everybody looked like an obstruction. And the further I looked at it like that, the further I became deep invested in that. So you could walk up to me and talk to me and I would scowl at you and look like, well, what are you talking to me for? As if you was a threat. And I would right off the back retaliate as a threat without a threat being present. Ready to throw my 300, well, at that time, my 255 pounds around with, ready. Waiting for the right thing to be said. That's darkness. That's a cold heart. And I knew it. Thank goodness something kept me in the forefront of my stupidity. When somebody says you should do a YouTube channel, I was like, what should I do? I like the 2A, I like the Constitution, I like the Bill of Rights, I like everything that our forefathers created. I don't like how it was stolen, so I started speaking on the fact that, pale skins, y'all didn't write shit. But I knew that would infuriate and harm a lot of y'all. So I started to wean off of it. But now I don't give a fuck. Now I'll tell you to your goddamn faces. I do around here all the time. The rebel flag, stop flying it, motherfucker. When did your family come here? What's your ethnicity? What's your background? Stop flying my motherfucking ancestors' flag that started with the 18th of Alabama. All right? With a Confederacy, the real one. Stop the bullshit. And then they would look at me like, oh shit. And I put my shirt on, my flag, and brothers standing there in their graves with their hats tilted forward, with a gold necklace. That's right, I got some clothes for you. And if you steal that design, my shit is copywritten. I sue you. That's when I said hook up with that. I want to hook up with that homegirl. I want you to get these things I drew because I was a graffiti artist and make these sweatshirts, hoodies, jackets, and everything. Well, I got all kind of stuff. I can make us 6 figures in a year, like that. I'm talking about close to 7. On that alone. Not even talking about the soaps that I make. Not using paraffin either. See, I would like to see us to get together and be on these lands and be able to build a little shed where we all work together to turn out our own stuff. Now, they allowed the Quakers to do it, but you see what they do on today. See, the only agenda these motherfuckers have is death, and y'all can't even see it. But you want to sit here bickering about this and that and how you feel because of this, that. What is that accomplishing? What are you giving in fucking return? I make that statement all the time. Cali walking around beating people up about God and Jesus and fairy tale man in the sky. He don't know what the fuck's up there. He don't know it's a dome over a dome. It could be a dome over a dome over a dome. He just needs to be silent. But it's his opinion. He can voice his mouth. And that's where you come from. When you come from that in those diets, and you think that you're straight in clarity and thinking, so it's no hate to him. I can dig where he's coming from. I have empathy in that direction. Yet I know more because I'm in knowing. He has not been. So I know not to dismiss y'all's religion for you motherfuckers to stay there, but you best not come at me in those angles. I will smack you upside your fucking head with it. That's the declaration based upon the fact. Now, one of them niggas broke down the word etymology of God, and then when I came along, all of a sudden everybody like they know all of a sudden. I'm getting tired of that shit. The fact that they have you worshiping something other than the fact you need to worship yourselves and one another. We should be worshiping our women and our women us and us one another. And I am not talking about sexual, I'm talking about who we are. And when I say worship, it ain't the worship you think. I'm talking about the light of us. Not the bullshit. Whatever the fuck that shit is. Bravo, Cochleon. Not that goofy shit. Getting on your knees and all that dumb shit. If you ain't butt ass naked rolling in the grass, you ain't doing shit. You just talking out your ass. I go to a nude beach. I love going to a nude beach just to get all the sun. I ain't go this summer, right? I don't be getting no hard on. I'm hung. I don't get no hard on looking at all these fine, beautiful specimens of women. What the fuck am I getting? I'm out there for the sun with purpose. Hope I can lose some of this damn fried bread I ate on that goddamn res for 10 years. Up here, y'all are broken. And this is where I'm attempting to reach so you can help me fix mine and tweak mine better. And I can help fix yours and tweak yours better. That's what the fuck we're supposed to be doing. I don't care about your crayon color orientation, this, that, and other. If you got a problem with the truth of history, that's something you need to take up with your parents. And stop pushing that bullshit on your children and fucking them up. You dig what I'm saying? I'll leave to everybody. I hope y'all get this together and get it right. I'm not gonna be doing no end video. I can do that now. I got the little video thing for Note 10 where I can put a little video. I can go over here and put the little YouTube video on this video. No, I'll all that, man. I'll let y'all do that. You can come in and you can chat. I didn't walk this life I've been walking for the last 38, 40 something fucking years. Did any of y'all take the time to look up Nishawane Elementary School and the mural that was there on the wall? Yeah. Miss Visco. Newspaper, all that bullshit. I don't know if it's still there. What the fuck I'm alive for? Your mom was like, I saw that. I was like, yeah, you remember that? It's not bragging. It's the fact that my mind was beyond. We are old souls, people. The light that is within us has always existed. And we have somebody, a fucking group of idiot fucks playing with something. We're playing with fire. Now you know where the term comes from. Bunch of fucking Dr. Frankenstein. Bunch of inconsiderate bastards who are built up on their fucked up school mentality of what they went and learned to further harm. When you have those doctors who actually do want to help. And a lot of them have become more medicinal, like natural doctors. They have. I forget how it goes as far as I was actually looking at that. And I was surprised. Y'all know how many doctors and police left when COVID came when they were told to do very obstructive and intrusive things? So now you see a lot of the ones you see there. Now, they're a bunch of the fucking idiots. I know this is early in the AM. It's a fucking Sunday, people. Come on in the chat. You see the goddamn thing there. Stop being a little chicken shit and bring your ass in the chat. Alright? Here. Give me a motherfucking. Stop being a little chicken shit. I ain't playing no more, man. Tired of motherfucking playing. It's up top. Y'all saw it up top. Bring your ass in. Join this motherfucking wonderful dandelion tea. I'm about to have a lavender one in about. I had to get the water boiling. Hold the fuck on. See somebody in there so I can bring them in, goddamn it. Bullshit. Hold on, but I got the treats, buddy. Hold on, Papa. Ooh, I want a big one. You know what? Oh, okay. Hell yeah. They're my grits. Oh, they got my grits. Oh, shit. Forgot about the grits. You better jump your ass up here again and give you the boot, little brother. Told you about that shit. Your paws meant to be on the ground like my feet, nigga. We'll have a blackout in this bitch. I'm using a microwave. I usually boil it on the stove, but right now, let me hurry up and get back. I'll be right back. I'm just setting this tea up. My apologies if I'm taking too long. You just wait the fuck a minute. I'm getting everything right. I gotta get the right honey too. Boy, I'll tell you. Alright, I hear something. I hope somebody's sitting there waiting. I appreciate you. Some of y'all might say, don't come on here with the little bitch shit. Are you being so hard? Shut the fuck up. I'll boot you out. Now you can unfollow me, goddamn. I've told you, I'm not here for what you think. I'm a different creature. I'm a totally different creature. That's right, I'm wearing my marble goddamn. No, I'm wearing the Nike because I had the marble. Ain't nobody want to come in? Oh, y'all, some. Oh, damn, Rob, I think you be in here. What the hell? Hey, peace, man. What's going on? M-Car, what's happening? M-Car, all right. Original on Wolf, Scragging Car, what's happening? What's happening? God damn, I'm about to say, what the fuck? Yeah, shit. Come on, everybody. Hey, what I'm saying, this is because I opened it up. This is important, people. We got to move away from the designer drugs and get back to the natural instinct of what the fuck we're supposed to be doing. Ain't that, that's right, you feel me, little brother? Get your ass up here for me and you be scrapped. I told you about jumping up on my counter, nigga. He got to jump on something. So what's happening, Rhonda?
I'm just coming up here to see what's going on this morning. I woke up and seen you had the StreamYard link on.
Yes, sir. I just seen too much shit over the night, man. I got about 4 or 5 hours of sleep. I'm good, but I woke up intermittently because I kept getting these notifications on my tablet. I thought, man, I ain't never had the notifications turned on. It did a forced update, and all of a sudden the notifications is on. We're not gonna get into it. Told you we're not giving them no energy. So I see, I'm like, wait a minute. So I start tapping in. What in the fuck has taken root? What is it? Some people going backwards here? Forgot what your purpose is? Your purpose, people, is to enlighten. It doesn't mean enlightening the garbage. We know where the trash is, right? We know it's got to be taken out. But we don't always have to be the motherfucking garbage men. We sometimes need to know how to do some battle dressing. We need that more than anything right the fuck now. Battle dressing. How you feel about that?
I agree with you. There's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of lines being drawn, people picking sides and stuff like that. I was hearing you say yesterday, you got to pick which side you're going to be on. There's nothing you can do to stop what's coming.
Yeah. That's
There's
right.
people still hanging out on the fence. You might as well give them one more chance to pick their side. Talk to them a little bit,
Exactly.
see the error of their ways and stuff like that.
Kevin King. Yes, you're right. You're right. You're right. Now, I believe, like, when it comes to Ye and all that, I leave that to the original Lone Wolf. Nigga went to school with it. You dig what I'm saying? But we got all these other motherfucking drama-filled motherfuckers. I can't handle it. I can watch the original Lone Wolf talk shit about the niggas all the day because he's saying exactly what my same sentiments is. We know what controlled opposition is. Yet, I'm also aware of something else that the motherfucker, he's still scared. Don't think that punk ain't scared. He leaning too hard on some motherfucking Jesus and out of Africa shit. He needs to come around circles. Somebody needs to bring his ass in and let him sit down. But you know when you got that kind of, and you bump shoulders with some of the worst motherfuckers, hard to do that. And you know why I'm saying this? Because I met 2 FBI and 1 CIA whistleblowers. Motherfuckers been kind of hiding for a long time. It ain't easy. Especially when you're always in the fucking limelight and you love your daughter. So I can dig it. But there's only one person I want to hear ever talk about, and that's the only one I can listen to. Everybody else is goofy. That's my opinion. That don't mean it's right. You feel me? Anybody else can come on in? Are y'all scared of something? It's Sunday morning. You hung over? You want me to see you all fucked up? Your thumb, you been smoking crack or something? Go get that same Brillo and scrub that motherfucker off. Bring your ass in knowing you won't talk. And so we can free you from that goofy shit. I don't think they smoke crack no more. I think they're smoking some other weird shit now.
They injecting it in their arms these days.
Man, I tell you, what the fuck? I'd have been a millionaire if I'd have kept, man, shit, or dead. I was, 17 with 2 trap houses and on First, and one of the most deadliest places called Little Vietnam, Irvington, New Jersey.
I didn't know they called it Little Vietnam.
Yo, yeah.
I've heard of Irvington. I didn't know they called it that.
Bruh, if you ain't have hands, them dope things will fuck you up. If you ain't had that, you know what I'm saying? By the 5
You get mugged by the
that,
fiends.
man, them old Vietnam motherfucking dope fiends, they were big motherfuckers. They'd jack your ass up. And the women, they were built different. They ass would be flabby than a motherfucker, but woo, it looked good. I'm just saying. Excuse me. I'm talking about 1982 and 3, y'all. I don't know what the fuck y'all was doing then. But I'm talking about a different time. Now, I don't know what them things is walking around out there in Philly when I was over there, and you can't even pay me to go back to LA.
Oh, on Kensington?
Oh man, Kensington, god damn, bro. Thank goodness I know people over there. I was like walking around like, nigga, this ain't what I remember. And Delaware too, man. Delaware's more violent than Chirac.
I've always avoided Delaware. I've never had a reason to be down there.
Nah, you don't go to Delaware, bro. You get dead real
never had a
quick.
reason to be there.
Them niggas are so lost. I got homies from Delaware, man. Look, man. I used to go to the VA there because that VA was good. But you ain't want to go cross with my boy from New York, move over there. He was being out vet, right? I used to go and hang with him. And I knew a couple people, from hip hop days and, studio time and boxing. So I had a pass. And I had to check in. Nigga, I checked in and like 2 hours later, we heard all kind of shotgun blasts. And he said, whatever it is, don't worry about it. I'm not worried about it. I was gripping my gun tighter. I was like, what's going on?
Stay out the way.
Yeah, no, and you gotta know how to move. You can't move like all looking at the ground like a little bitch. You move like that. You got people out here who are lost souls, man. They'll grab you up, bro. It don't matter, you ain't do nothing. I remember this LA dude said, yo, what's that you playing? I said, man, all I said was ex-deputy sheriff, man, get the fuck out of my way. And I carry my, because I will break your, I don't give a fuck if you was 2 people in, I'll break your jaw. That I know I can. You see what I'm saying? And hey, look, I'm not with that dumb stuff, with these wayward, goofy knuckleheads. We gotta heal. And the only way we can do it is not talking the way I was just talking. But you know, I gotta put a little spice in the life. I'm about to make. Hold the fort for me while I get this together. Oh, excuse me, let me bring another brother in. Carl, oh, you already know. What's up, Negro?
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on?
What's going on? Yo, let me go and get this tea right, man. Let me change the layout too. I want to have it where we are. Yeah. I want. You know what? No. Yeah. That's real like that. Be right back.
Yeah,
What's going on with you, brother?
Nothing much, man. Nothing much. Rondo, you're exactly spot on. James too. It's a lot of divisiveness. It's a lot of distraction, and it's like, you know, it's you notice it. You know, you get caught up in it, but you know, you just follow the distraction, and you start really noticing like there's really no reason for it, and then it's just making things, you know, a lot more difficult for us to just, you know, just come together one time and just move and do everything that we need to get done. It's expedited, not no excuses, not just talking, because you know our people just flap gums like a mug. Nobody don't. There's very few of us about the action. Very much so. That's why, like, you know, I heard James talking. I said, let me get myself together. Because I was up early morning cleaning. That's what I was just doing, you know, just staying in line with that order. And just sticking to, you know, what we from, what we are, what we about. Most definitely.
Facts.
But yeah, man, I can't call it, man. These people, they definitely, these folks, I don't know, there's so many damn different names for these deceived.
They who shall not be named.
People. Just deceitful, man. Just very deceitful and very adverse to what our natural order is, man. The thing is like it's a lot of people don't recognize it, but it, you know, the main focus should be us and us always. Like James said, you know, you got to go in that mirror and deal with you. And once you're able to do that, you know, you definitely can recognize things a lot easier. You know, and practice what you learning, you know, every time you go and you take these moments every day, growing and implement them, you know. Can you bring me the paper towel? Give me 1 second. Yes, please, thank you.
All right. I'll be right there, guys. My apologies. Oh, man.
Most definitely.
Okay. Yo, kill that music, bro. Too loud. Had to get that tea. My apologies. Yeah, it's too loud. Turn it down. You got it. Turn it down. And we're gonna copyright.
Because that thing is aimed directly at me.
Yeah, I want to go on copyright. No copyright. I ain't want to move yet. There you go. Appreciate it. Yeah, I appreciate y'all coming in, man. Since you're on the subject, who's considered a true Asian, Taiwan or Vietnam? I've always heard Chinese and hybrids. You know what? We know that hybrids exist, right? We know hybrids exist. And there's no way around that. You know what I'm saying? Yet, the subject is not about who's the Asian, Taiwanese, or Vietnam, or whatever. We are the true indigenous of the whole earth. This earth here. We have people, regardless of whether brought here, whatever, for conflict. The thing is for us to have our own resolution and stop seeking resolution for everybody else, so they seem to have their morbidity of their own resolution, to which we are afflicted not. but afflicted whole. You get what I'm saying? That means we don't have, and we seek it, so we need to have. So that don't matter, because if you know who the real Vietnamese people look like, then you know they're like the Filipinos and the Greeks. The same two pygmies like people. Malaysia, the same thing. Burma, the same thing. Taiwan, which I've been to, my little LBFMs, the same thing. The Negritos, Spanish term, the Negroes of that land. So that's all I can say to that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's a very good question though. Very good question. You know? I gotta turn that down. The most important thing right now, as I was stating, is we need to get away from all the... And it's only a statement coming from me. Who am I? I'm somebody, but I don't have to be nobody. I just believe that with all the information, all the statements and sayings that we've had, we don't have to misinterpret it. We don't have to reinterpret it. We don't have to reinvent the fucking wheel. We need to stand on our 10 toes and we need to become one. The diversity is we all exist. It's not complicated. It's not rocket science. We don't need our voices to be heard no more. Because the motherfuckers listening don't know how to hear. We need to learn how to listen to one another to know who needs to be detached to deal with who, in what category and what order. Now, the perversions of the social, you know the word, the title. They just need to be where they need to be at. Now, see, they have a choice to come up with the fucking body. Now, we know the enemy can use that as a subversion for a little double, triple agent, but see, it won't work this time. They stand out like a sore thumb every time I'm turning around. You know what I do on Facebook? I go on there and I look at people on their list and I go, wait, what if he got 6 of them people still on there and he knows what they're the opposition, he knows what they're about. That's all you gotta do is you gotta pay attention. Their friends list speak a volume of what's going on and who they are. Regardless of what they're saying and how they acclimate and all that other stuff. Don't let them slick, sexy niggas convince you otherwise. And there's a bunch of them. They're stuck. And they're stuck for your benefit. The creator or creators and who we are, the light in us, needs that in order for us to develop. You see what I'm saying? In order for us to change, to come up out of this garbage, molecularly, spiritually, it has to happen. And some of us might not be here for that. They could get rid of this and it's still going to resound. Because it's been stated once in the ether. I expressed to y'all ether was about the time and nobody wanted to believe me, but now all of a sudden people are on the bandwagon. You see what I'm saying? We are pioneers of not only our destruction, but also our saving. And we don't have to say saving grace, like the fucking movie was a success. Grace has always been upon us. We just never accepted it. Now we got these inferior Negroes walking around, and they ain't giving you nothing. They're telling you, there's a whole bunch of dirt, but they ain't giving you no grass seed. If I'm wrong, say red, man. You wrong, man. You need to be, yes, I'm concerned about us and them. Now see, that's the whole thing about love and empathy. It don't mean a misguided way of looking at it. It means that you see the plight. But with us, we have to do our own work. What's going on? You broke out into a new word. I love that. Love the language thing. Lord, what's going on, family? We have to make not just the correction, but the correlation to correction. If we don't have the correlation to correction, then how can we have correction? Somebody help me with this appetite I have. I don't have to be the only chef in the kitchen. And I don't need a whole lot of sous chefs. Sometimes we can just have a bunch of chefs and we can have a chef off. And it don't mean competition, it means the better meal for everybody. To everybody's liking. That's befitting the kings and queens you are. The gods and goddesses you are. We're going to use these vernaculars. We're going to use these words. Okay? If they want you to be black, then we make black the beauty. We make it the cherry. We make it the berry. We make it the strongest of the astringents. The best of the tensions. This is black. And it's good for us. It's actually very ruby red. But the illusion is from their delusion. We can take it and we can make anything work for us. That's what somebody talking about. I can't be with no white woman in his pure fucking ignorance. Nigga, shut the fuck up. When I heard that sister, Fix Me Honor, telling that goofy knucklehead nigga about, on my patriarchal side, I'm Indian. That means her father's side. When you dismiss one for the other, because I'm not into that patriarch bullshit. You know where it comes from, right? And when it started, that's not something ancestral. So when I see people pushing that, I'm like, I never saw it in any of the goddamn 1700 Gazette. Flat out people. Nor the 18th. Somewhere in the later I saw it. Pop up all of a sudden. And new rewritten revisions, I saw it, and it seemed to be under the matriarch. And that's always to be culpable and renovating a society that already exists, like taking a house and making it better when you didn't need to. When I heard her say that, I was like, okay. She said I could be wearing head garb and a beautiful gown, giving respect to her people on the other side of the other land. And then on her father said I could be walking around with my certain tie and wearing some moccasins, be connected to the earth. I'm gonna tell y'all this, right? Right now, I got on my damn Timberland. Now, some nigga in New York was talking about these are the fake ones, right? Now, I went to the Timberland warehouse. That's where I bought these. So I knew he was a Spaniard. He was a goof. Talking about fake these. These are not the real ones. I got these at the Timberland warehouse, people. Ain't nothing fake about it. That is not the hanging tree, that is the tree of life. We had all these goofy pan fries in New York pushing all that stupid stuff. But they don't know how to listen to one me coming out of the Black Panther Party meeting. You see what I'm saying? Oh, I'm not a Black Panther. I'm not Islam and all that other bullshit. No disrespect. That's what the fuck y'all want to hold on to. I don't care about the show that they keep displaying with all this Farrakhan's and Kanye talking and Charleston White. I say, get the message. Just get the message. Goddamn, everything's a puzzle, people. You dig what I'm saying? When I tell y'all that I love y'all, you think I'm just saying that? I don't want to say the fucking word love. I want you to know it. But I have no problem saying it. Let me burn my lip right quick. Ooh, that's a hottie. And it's strong. Oh, I gotta burn some myrrh, y'all. My apologies. Hold on. Ooh, child. I gotta get the mode right. I'm always in the right mode. I am just tired of the database of fuckery. Somebody hit me up saying, you ain't about religion. Let me show you how ignorant people are. And yeah, I'm gonna beat you up a little bit, brother. I know you might be watching. It ain't nothing personal. It's personal. Because This helps other people. If it don't help you, you don't need to listen. So why you reading Enoch? What's it? Because Enoch was a real motherfucker. That's why I'm reading. And because I have a little clear understanding of something inside his story, the story, that brings a little more clarity of what we're dealing with. That's hidden from plain sight, but it's always been invisible. It's always been here for us to see, and because of misguidance and being misled by people's ignorance and those who would do it anyway, that somebody else should bring clarity. So I figured maybe it was for me to do it, seeing how I always discuss and talk about this. I want to see everybody all right. I don't give a fuck if you want to call yourself a goddamn generation A minus. I don't care. I don't care if you want to walk around with a strap on all day. I don't care. So sooner or later, if you're open to pay attention and listen, you don't have to change. But for the betterment of yourself, that's what I'm looking for. I think most people are looking for that. People always want a whole lot of entertainment and drama. Everybody want a whole lot of dumb shit. Are we not tired of dumb shit?
Exhausted. Exhausted.
You can go watch Sarnetta and Phoenix and go watch all that shit. There's gonna be some good messages there, but it's a whole lot of bullshit too. The thing is, what are the minds being changed for? You dig what I'm saying? I watch Empress Holden. I like her. I want to see Rob Bell. Rob Bell be back soon. I can't wait to watch her. Have tables with her. I still look at the indigenous one. I look at certain people's platforms, regardless of how I might think about some of the, things that are being put out there. Terramillo, damn, bro, that's loud, bro. You got a beautiful house full this morning. Woo!
Everybody up cleaning that, and that's the young.
Sunday. Yeah, I know, that's all right. I was sitting there going, oh, it reminds me of some things, like all the movement on Sunday. Get the house right, guys. Get them rugs shook out. Get that white dust. Get it cleaned up. I love it. But I listen to everybody. The young little pale skin that's talking about Tartaria, I go and listen to him all the time. I be laughing because sometimes he be getting stuff twisted. I'd be like, dude, it wasn't in Russia. It was everywhere. There was a balance. I said it started here. When I told people that Australia had grand buildings, and nobody believed me. So then I went ahead and I found some video footage and I showed them.
When you talk about Mind Unveiled, that guy?
Who?
Mind Unveiled that was talking about Tartaria, is that who you talk about?
Yeah, he's one. There's about 4 of them now. But the thing is, the original Aboriginals, they wasn't running around with a thing on their thing and running around bows. Now, that was when we saw the part when they were removed from their lands, from their buildings. We saw them out there when they had no clothes, they were being hunted. When they had to go into the earth magic. That's what we saw. We didn't see them wearing their suits and everything in their cities as they had thousands of years. We saw the end result of Shurin, who was subjugated to all their ancestors being murdered. He didn't know nothing about the buildings that they were destroying and occupying, and they were hunting them down and killing and raping the women. The Dutch and the British. Nobody wants to talk about that, and a lot of them are very ignorant now. There's only a handful that know their truth, and I mean literally a handful. And their people don't want to hear nothing about it. There's even an Australian rapper, young, well, he's a little older now, who was talking about his back. Let me bring somebody up in here. Yeah, I got you back on. Who was talking his rap song about his grand city. I was like, wait, they had everybody over here, but had us thinking it was nothing but this grass and kangaroos and crocodiles and shit. No, man, they had a wealth of all. It was like that everywhere. And then all of a sudden, Easter Island catch on fire. This is who these things, these beasts, these creatures are. And that's who's against us and has always been. And they put themselves in a position to be untouchables. They are not untouchables. They just need to stop their bullshit. There's many of their own people who are done and tired of it. You dig what I'm saying? And it's sad, bro. It is sad, but it's not sad to the point where it stresses. It's sad because we can see that it's not only a very disturbing thing, but it's not what we seek. We don't seek that in ourselves. It's not fulfilling. Is it fulfilling to any of you guys? It's not fulfilling when you see people going through the stuff they're going through. When I was Kensington, Skid Row, everywhere, Seattle, Washington, everywhere I've been to visit Bruce Lee, I like one of his grave every year. Everywhere I've been, it's been because I saw a time when there was beauty in the midst of all the ugly. So I always say, hold on to that. Somebody said, what do you think about Christmas? I said, I'm putting the Christmas tree up, motherfuckers. I don't celebrate none of that religious shit. I'm just gonna make it shine and gling in this motherfucker. And I'm gonna have some gifts for my little childrens around here. They call me Papa. And I'm make sure they had it like I had mine. And that's all the fuck it is. I don't give a fuck. I'm just gonna enjoy the fuck out of it. Now, you talking about Thanksgiving? No, I don't partake in that one bit. Thanksgiving for what? Well, that'd be Thanksgiving. What's given to me? Fuck, I don't need nobody to give me shit. I need people to give me some peace of mind and give me some space to stay the fuck out my face. That's about it. Halloween, I hands out the healthiest motherfucking candy I can find. You want an apple? You want orange, banana? Oh, you ain't got no Snickers? You want to become a girl? I think you got enough of that in your bag. That'll solve that problem. I'm gonna give you some fruit. Hope we can counter some of that shit. They lucky I ain't making wheatgrass juices and shit and kale, motherfucking. Hey, come up to that door. I'll be handing them motherfuckers little plastic bottles, PVC-free bottles of motherfucking juices. Hey, Predator, what's happening? Hey, PJR, yo, Halito. What's going on, everybody? A lot of people, man, and I'm part of this. It's all inclusive. We are still under duress. If anybody can tell me how they're not under duress, please come on in on the panel, and nobody's gonna jump on you, nothing. Please, because it means something. It's something we need to look at. If you believe we're under duress, please. I got somebody in private chat. Excuse me. I didn't even see that. Oh, okay. I got you, brother. So, please, if you have something based upon your opinion, thought, of what you perceive or see, come on in and share it. Right now, it's 8, over here, it's 8:35. 12 o'clock, I'll be coming on and do all 4 book readings. And at 3 o'clock, because I'm not going nowhere, at 3 o'clock, I'll be right here. At 3 o'clock, I'm going to go for a walk, though. 3 o'clock, I'm going to go ahead and read this new book. Well, I mean, a new book to read. It's not actually, I haven't picked up none. It's the weekend, you know? This tea, I made the water just a little too hot. Oh, damn, that's scalding. But anyway, I mean, if you have an opposition in thought, share it. Because like I said, I don't. And I know my brothers, we don't shoot the messenger. We can disagree. And the beautiful thing about disagreeing, I remember when I used to go in friends of mine's houses where the mother was liberal and the father was conservative or vice versa, nobody was fighting. But let me show you how the troll is. The media People like Maxine Warder and Pelosi and all them individuals created it, and people followed suit. Go out there, raise hell, tear it out, I'll bail you out. Da da da. Lori Lightfoot, looking like she half doped up. Look, people. Y'all allow these liberal contingents, this contagiousness, to fracture your mind. When I told people I got about 5 videos several times Biden say nigger, talking about the school system and how he perceived the children as far as to a jungle, and still Negroes were going to vote for these motherfuckers. I showed the arrest and the subjugation of the death penalty by this DP on melanated people and so-called brown people. I get tired of we the brown people, but anyway. And everybody just dismissed it like, but they here to help. Like, here they are, still doing this, and you have these Negroes in the background who belong to the Masonic Lodge, my hometown. Yeah, but we're going to vote Liberal. We're going to vote Liberal. Why? Because you up north and you got gentrification going on all around you. You don't know your history. Or you've been sold, so you sold out.
I got a question, Jim.
Yes, sir.
Would you agree that like basically libel basically, right, and liberal basically the same thing, right?
No, I'm gonna put it up for you right now. I'm at 41%. I'm at 41%. Goddamn. No. We're gonna read the actual definition. I'm not gonna give my interpolation.
No. I know the definition. What I'm saying is that's the play on the word. It's kind of similar.
Libel is like defamation of character. Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I'm saying? So could liberal be that? It could be. We can antiquate it in the same category, kind of. But not in the same meaning, because it's actually 2 different meanings. You know what I'm saying? Liberal has people believing that it's the liberal way of looking at things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just going to pull the words up because, you know what? I don't believe in liberals at all. I don't even believe in the... Because, you know what? We were conservatives who were very liberal in our stance on things. So what was the purpose of the whole liberal dynamic?
Destruction, I think.
Yes, destruction. Exactly.
I'm going to say something.
To rewrite the history and to destroy a people. Because they're the ones with the lynching. They're the ones where all the sheriffs belong to, the KKK and everything else, Margaret Sanger, blah, blah, all the Jews, liberal. Hollywood, name it, liberal. Why? Based upon fascism and Marxism. To eloquently put it. And if somebody can say otherwise, please come on the panel and say so. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, like just looking at the way that they've been orchestrating things. Like, I've been here in New York a long time, and then like I remember we had trees that used to fruit, and you said something that kind of made me think about before they started planting all these trees and removing certain kinds of trees here.
Where in Brooklyn you live at?
Brownsville.
I used to live in Red Hook and Herkimer.
As you were telling me. So even up there, all the trees used to have fruit. Springtime come, the trees fruit. Yes. I remember it wasn't that many arguments how you see now in this area community. The project had a lot of fruit trees. So crazy.
Yeah. Apple, crab apple. Yeah, I remember all that. Hell yeah. And grapes. And shit. All that. Blueberries and raspberries. They don't see none of that when I was over there. None of that. Nowhere.
And it got me to thinking, like, maybe that's why, you know, the big push for all this liberal business, because, you know, I have children, and the lady that I have children with, she went to school for that. And I was like, what the fuck? Excuse my language, but what the is liberal arts? I said, what, like, the concept don't make sense to me.
Yeah.
Like, you basically telling me, like, every movement and maneuver that you could do in life is a liberal art. Like, it's kind of, what is it? It's like an infinity loop. It's like you stay stuck, basically.
Yeah.
There's nothing conducive coming out of it. You just keep doing the same thing over and over. And that's what I'm noticing out here now.
Isn't the Defamation League a Jewish thing based upon liberal ideology? So that's where you get libel versus slander. Libel, which is a different type of defamation, and it's dealing with what is the difference between liberal and slander? Liberal and slander, and this is what they say between liberal and slander. Liberal, not libel. This is the definition. Libel and slander are types of defamatory statements. Libel is a defamatory statement that is written. Slander and written, and slander is a defamatory statement that is oral. At common law, libel, and this is exactly under what is the difference between liberal and slander. So I guess it's kind of one and the same, because why? Check this out. Check this out. Hold on. Let me make sure I got it right. All right. In most states, defamation is not a crime, but is a tort. People whose reputations have been harmed by false statements, plaintiffs can sue the people making the false statement, defendant, for money damages. Who are the lawyers and tort based upon the Defamation League? I'm reading it. I'm looking right at it.
That's crazy. It's very indicating.
It's like right in front of everybody's face. Now, it could be wrong, but when you want to go ahead and pull the stuff,
they very, oh man.
Yeah, conservative versus liberal practices, and libel is a written defamation. Yeah, it just goes on and on and on. And people also ask, what is the difference between liberal, and libel? Yeah, we go, libel. So, what is liberal? Liberalism is a political and moral philosophy based on the rights of the individual, liberty, conscience of the government. Listen to this. Liberalism is a political and moral philosophy based on the rights of the individual, liberty, consent of the government. You see any consent?
Contractual.
Political equality and equality before the law. Liberals espouse various views depending on their understanding of these principles. So, I mean, depending, it's like, it's not saying exact. What does right and left mean? Right and left. Listen. Generally, the left wing is characterized by the emphasis on ideas such as freedom, equality, fraternity, rights, progress, reform, and internationalism, while the right wing is characterized by an emphasis on notions such as authority, hierarchy, order, duty, tradition, reaction, and nationalism. I mean, it's all a bunch of bullshit.
Pretty much.
Gray Wolf. And I would just like to see people get away from the disintegrating ideology that they have. When we get into sociology of ethnic disbursement, well, it's a construct. It's a big test. It's a big experiment. America is an experiment based on and against the Aborigines. And you see the cause and affliction that they have placed upon us. We were the original republic, very conservative, very foreign, family-oriented. Why did they have to go and destroy the family in the 60s? Why was it such a meager attempt to bring people off the boat, to murder and lynch over 4,000 people? Not to mention the other 6,000 to 8,000 pale-skinned Hispanics. Why is that never discussed? Why does the slave thing want to be pushed, but they don't want to give reparations when they put Japanese in internment camps? Did this to Germans, and then billions of dollars, but they just keep putting their foot on our back because of fear, because somebody knows exactly what we're capable of. Well, how about the fact that we're closer today to being capable of all the things that they feared that they all didn't get to witness, but they will, and sadly so. That's the empathy I have. The love is not steeped in no feelings for it to or not happen. See, our people want to talk circle jerks. They want to stay in the front lines of what's discussed in drink champs and the media and the music industry and this Hollywood and Black Adam, Wakanda Forever, all that other bullshit. So that's still people's focus and direction. Miss me with that shit. That's the look away, y'all. That's what I got to say to that shit. And I know I can say this from my perception, my opinion. I know or I'm aware that it's for further disintegration. It is for further division. They need more people to be lost. It's not enough. I think it's more than enough, but it's not enough. And we said it when this first kicked off. I say to a lot of people, says, all right, now people waking up, this, that, and other. They're going to come and they're going to attack, but it's going to be different how they're going to attack us. Because they know that we're right. So we ain't running around, you know, the move and all that, back to Africa and all this other bullshit. We're not lost in the blackness and all that other dumb shit. We're not caught up in the fracas of all that bullshit. We done seen the terror and the terrorization, the tyrannicals. We've done seen the behavior, you know, disorders of all those people, all those individuals in those certain places, whether the government, organizations, the corporations, the police, and the sheriff's departments. And we've seen it over and over and over, and it's never been lucrative for us, only for them. And our dismay, our indecision, and further to implicate us in our own destruction. Can somebody please correct me if I'm wrong, please? Damn, that's hot. I just want to suck it down. Woo! That's that igloo, boy. Y'all know the igloo, boy, keeps some shit hot than a motherfucker. Yeti, not igloo.
Give me 1 minute, I gotta go grab mine. Give me 1 moment.
Yeah, go, do what you gotta do, brother. I always said, I mean, I could put a video on here right now that I have saved on my device, but I don't want to do that because I don't want to get a copyright against it, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't ask. And it's from TikTok, and usually I ask, you know, when I'm on TikTok, which I should. And his sister, she loves me, you know, and the spell sister, she loves all my. I share stuff, she's like right on. Thank you, Lord. And I respect her highly, and she is really in the information circle. And I never asked her profession. I don't think anybody should divulge that. You know what I'm saying? But her knowledge is next to none. I mean, it's just phenomenal. And I am grateful for people like that. Somebody said, well, why you always sharing pale skin melanated marriages? I said, why not? Can we break free of the racist ideologies that once never consumed us? I says, if you really knew real history, you would remove yourself and you would go at the things that are actually disproportionately creating the problems. Capricorn Libra, what's happening? How are you, sisters? You know, when will we be able to have this margin of appreciation for life instead of this all-inclusive? It seems like disrespect on all fronts. It's crazy. It would be nice. I mean, I see grandbabies all the time, and they're not reared in this nonsense. But now they are giving chemicals and poison that dilutes them. And if they have these wayward adults around them, it's a bad combination. And sad it is. You know, I look at that woman who was CPS and she got out of that and was a teacher, and then she adopted this little boy and right off the back had a sex change. What kind of morbidity, what kind of, I mean, you can't make this stuff up. To harm the little ones, and these are the ones walking around with a big old crucifix on their neck. So they hide behind a mask while pursuing the Jeffrey Dahmer-like mentality, the sociopathic ideology. You can't make this up, people. You cannot make this up. I would just love to see everybody gather in the park, right? Not no barbecue bullshit. And just actually gather in the park without no contemplation for where you're from, who you are, and join together harmoniously and seek betterment of Mother Earth and the feet that are planted on it. Man, we don't need no guru talking about fuck it. What kind of guru is that? We don't need no monk saying Amitabha. We don't need some motherfucker swaying myrrh and frankincense back to back, who's probably getting pegged up the ass talking about and the mother and the father bless you and all that other. No, we don't need that. We need people to stand together in a field of green grass with the brightest of sun and the beauty of the small trees, and sit there and everybody just hum and we connect and be as one. That is what Zion is. That is the truth of Zion. All hearts and all minds become one. And to allow the tears to flow, the smiles, the laughter, and everybody be culpable for their own self-reflection. With no hindrance of guidance by somebody's perception, but an openness. That is what they don't want. You see, that alone will cause redirection and change. They don't want that. Anything to keep the vision going. You can see it. You see it every day. And then you see the people who are hurt carrying it out in dismay, unknowingly but willing. It's sad. I mean, if you disagree, speak up. Disagreements are good. They help for growth. Woo-wee. Lex Will's got the Great Freemason Secret going on. Yeah, I watch him too. I watch him sometimes. I gotta watch people to see where their mindset is. What's going on, what's being found. Because everybody learns a little something. And if I was to dismiss everybody altogether, then how can I be beneficial? How can I be of assistance when I don't even know half of what everybody's talking about? I mean, I could be one of the people, let me get into the little room and what I say is what goes. That will never cut the cheese. That will never get it done. I was studying on that woman that created the food pyramid, and I actually got to see the original one. Why does the FDA give this toxin? Why does the FDA allow drugs that kill and murder? That's one of the things, kill and murder. Why does the FDA regulate things that are not beneficial and they allow it? And the things that can be beneficial, they dismiss it, write it off, or say we are not going to regulate it. Come on. Does anybody else see that? And why do we still accept something we don't have to accept? And we can tell them to disband because it is not in the best interest of the people of America. Why are you putting fluoride in the water still and other things? How about stop it? Why are people so busy fighting about conservatives and liberal that over one little problem thing because you gay or because you think you're getting something when they ain't giving you nothing, so you can be misled. You want to go to war that bad? You that confused? Instead of saying stop poisoning the food, stop telling people what and what they cannot. That's not who you are or your position, and you don't have the authority to do that. Why are the jackboot thugs running around enforcing something that has no law? Because if you look at case law, they can't do it. Why is New York and California fighting with the federal court say? Do you see the hypocrisy in it all? And then why are these people still voting for the same people? It makes no sense to me. Yeah, chemical lobotomy. Exactly. It makes me so mad. Leave the kid. Yes. Problem is, well, they got breeders now that breed children for torture and murder and sex in their secret little places in the enclaves. And who said that? A CIA whistleblower. I'm talking about real CIA. Do I gotta put the video up? I mean, it's there. Y'all can Google it. I don't want to put those things up because they can, if you're not strong in your feelings and your emotions, it's stressful. And it can raise your cortisol. It can lower your either fight off a cold and all that kind of stuff. And I don't believe that would be a proof. I believe it would make the people more angry and infuriate them. And I'm not here for that. If you're looking for that, they have a whole slew of all kind of videos and all that. I'm not here. Like I said, I'm not here for the masses. I'm here for the few. And I mean that. Because the few is what's going to do it in the end. And there's nothing, you can't stop it. There's no way in the world they can stop it. That's a declaration. They can't. If they enjoy their sadist ideology and they're willing to John Wayne and I'll see you in hell, or whatever, man. I can't wait till they find out what hell's really all about. Do you know that when you see shadows and things move, they can't touch you? They can't do nothing to you. And sometimes they might be there to warn you. Are just moving through time itself, the ether. And the reason why you see them is because you act for a moment tapped into something that you're capable of all the time. If you allow yourself to breathe, and don't worry, I'm gonna do a little yoga thing today. Oh, I got you. Live. Join in. And this time I'll give directions on what I'm doing, how I focus on my body while I'm breathing. And I love y'all, man. I love y'all, man. It's like the word love, really, the meaning behind the word love. Let me pull it up. I want y'all to hear this. And then I'm going to tell you what I know. I'm going to go duck, duck. Now, I could go on the Bible and all that, no need. Love, which is a noun, actually. And it's funny that it's a noun, because isn't it a person, place, or thing? Noun. An intense feeling of deep affection. Babies fill parents with feelings of love. No, love is more than that. Fondness, tenderness, warmth, intimacy, attachment. Those are like attitudes. A great interest and pleasure in something is love for football. Is that really love, or an affliction created by the system, personified by the system that raised you and nurtured you in it? Is that really love? Verb. Feel deep affection for someone he loves his sister dearly. If dearly is only one way, right? Isn't there many other ways? I mean, seriously. I mean, a liking, a weakness. I mean, there's a love for all kinds of things. Partiality, bent, whatever, right? Like or enjoy very much. I just love dance. Like or enjoy very much. Love is a completeness. Love has no politics. It has no additives. There's no subjugation to one way or another. Love is finite. It is complete. It is a complete. It doesn't. That is not infinity. Infinity is this. Are y'all aware of that? Infinity is this. On and on and on. Endless. See this right here? That's an end. Looping over and over and over, that's not infinity. It means stuck in a loop. Or the circumference of. Encircling, encroaching. Love is finite. It is continuous. It never stops. Because if they believe in the Bible for you, Bible love is, that means God love is infinite. So why would he want to harm you? What judgment? Who passes judgment? The gods of this earth and this world are the one that they're directing their focus on, who they make you believe in, to take more of your energy, to subjugate you to more fear and terror? No, love is inside itself, like all the heavens and all the hells, and all the gods are within you. Why is it that nobody can perceive that, conceptualize it? Was that well enough? So when I say I love y'all, there's nothing I need to infer or have an understanding of. I just know it. It's not a retort based on perversions, sex orientation, or you're open and you're free now. No, it has nothing to do with that and everything to do with it. You see what I'm saying? It's not a misdirect in a direction with no focus. Love is complete. So when I say I love y'all, man, that's what I mean. We are a great, great people. We are a spiritual people. And yet war is within us for the right of who we are in our existence. And if you're not willing to let go of this physical moment to make that stable for your offspring, for your children, then what is your purpose? You have no love. You're insecure with insecurity and no guidance. If you need someone to tell you what love is, then you never knew what it was. You have long forgotten. I got 3 lavender tea bags. They don't taste that strong. It's too hot. I can taste the lavender. Oh, that is so hot. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna take the lid off and let it just cool off a little bit because this thing is so freaking hot. Oh my goodness. The volcano came up out of there. This thing coming off the top. No. But you see what I'm saying? I love my children more than anything. But they're caught up in my anger at my ex because she is still so evil. And the anger is not that I don't love my ex-wife. It's because she never really paid attention other than being selfish. So that affliction, that self-affliction had nothing to do with love. That was everything contrary to it. And now my children and their adulthood, they have to forego that? That's pain down the road. It is. And we all learn to regret things. And the last thing we need is more people having regrets. Oh, Lady Sun vibes. Number love. I respect all. And I respect those who don't respect themselves. Doesn't mean I respect the things they do? Of course not. You heard what I said. I respect all. And those who don't respect themselves. Sometimes we have to. Doesn't mean that I can guide them out of that dark place. But my love is knowing that they can come out of it. People say, well, are you some kind of freedom fighter? If you ain't free, you better fight your goddamn self. But imagine if you're fighting and other people are fighting, that means everybody's fighting for their truth. So what does that exude to? That means a whole bunch of people fighting without guidance. And sometimes the fight is wrong. But if the love is there, they'll connect, they'll come together. And that's the reality. That's the truth. Now I could be on here, rah, 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 rah. Y'all know I can get gusto with it. What am I satisfying? Egos, envy, all the dialects of things that are negative, right? I said this morning, I'm gonna come on and I'm gonna lay into something. I'm gonna see the characterization that I leave behind with it, but the focus is still on the topic at hand. And it's the social dispersion. It's a big experiment, people. It is. And you don't have to be in it or part of it. And first, you start by knowing you're in it. I don't have to say it and you believe me. You have to see it for yourself and realize, something ain't right here. This shit is an experiment. So what happens when I wake up out of this shit and snap up out of it? Are they going to destroy me? But then what work have you done to not worry about that? You know why they did January 6th, right? To make people believe you don't run up on the building, you don't do that, no, they know what they're doing. And most people are fearful, scared, intimidated, lackadaisy. You can see it all the time. But you better believe there are forces working for good. Not all of us might not be here to see that. But there's going to be a lot of things seen. You better believe that. There's going to be a lot of things seen. Everybody's going to go, oh, and they're going to believe in the lies and everything outside themselves instead of believing in themselves. To be able to respond accordingly. Without fear, without manipulation, without mind control, mindsets. But to be focused as one, that's what we need to be working on. Having that balance. Max V Production. Chukma, what's going on? Tribe up, tribe up. Y'all already know. We need to. I believe we need to. Have a better union or unification. I ain't talking about that mob shit. It's not a movement. How is life a movement? How is who and what you are a movement? A movement is not required. What is required? People standing up and standing for who they are. And that balance. Order. You know when you had a little judge, that black robe, Dead Sea law stuff, that under the water law stuff, and they hitting that gavel, order in the court. What about order in your soul? Order in your life. Instead of just control. I'm victorious. You're gonna do as I say. You walked in here, you're in my home. Wow, it's a bad place to be. Why do you think I was talking about yesterday about the 14-year-old and the 7? We know there's thousands of more stories, but I'm just saying, why? so I could come, and I said, I'll come on in the morning, I was going to do something. I was going to talk about something. We must stay the course, because the course is important. Most people don't want to hear that. They want to fight, but they don't know how to fight. They don't have the guidance. They don't know what a fight is. They think revolution is a fight. Revolution is the voice of the minds, the hearts, and the souls of the people, verbally put out there to speak against that which is wrong. Knowing that they have been contaminated and they're dealing with tyranny. To fight? What type of fight? When ruled by signs and symbols, we need to counter all methods of projection and style references which elevate our consciousness. Yes. So I hope you're there for my meditation now. We have to meditate. We have to clear our minds. We have to learn to breathe. We have to. We have to allow ourselves to disconnect from the conditioning and to recondition ourselves. You remember when the first cell phones came out with those batteries, and you could buy the little reconditioner that dumps your battery and charges it and dumps it and charges it like 3 or 4 times, and the batteries stay like new. Now the batteries, they die after 3 to 4 years. And a lot of times you say, hey, I need a battery. Oh, why don't you just get another phone? We don't make the batteries anymore. So that way they can be nosy and nosy and nosy. And it's not just being nosier. So when they activate the G5, right? Some cell phones are contestable with activating a certain pulse from it. But a lot of these new 5G phones, they can accelerate and then send out a bigger pulse string that affects you. Especially with certain foods you've been eating and putting certain nanites or whatever in your body. To mitigate certain controls, to shut down your heart, this, that, and the other. You ain't gotta believe me now. They know what they're doing. It's us who need to know what we're doing with ourselves. We need to raise our light. We need to strengthen and increase our bearings with our light so it doesn't afflict us. Because when we've been in the darkness for so long, that light is an affliction. You ever seen when the people go up there to argue with the Hebrews on the corner, dressed up like Dragon Ball Z? They go holding the Bible in their hand, and next thing you know, they're fighting, they're arguing, they're fighting. There's no light. Nowhere. You're gonna burn, you're gonna learn, and then it's, you don't know what you're talking about. And it's just, nothing's getting accomplished and done. More pain, more suffrage, more heartache, more delusion, division, whole saturation of it. So I asked, what are you going to do? What are you going to do different today than you did yesterday? I told my boy, if you ever see me drinking alcohol, man, just pick up a stick or a rock and throw it at my head. He said, Red, now I said, I know you will. So I said, I'm telling you. But see, that's because he knows I'm not going to drink. I'm had it. Let me tell you, you know what beer does, man? It raises your estrogen by 10-fold. You know what vodka does? Well, I'm gonna tell you what. Go and get some more. Go and get some lemon and drop some baking soda in. Well, that's what vodka and hard liquor does to the energy. It smothers it. Dead. No firing of snaps. All right. So it's cold out there now, but the sun's out. Don't worry about the damn aerosol spraying. Stop worrying about worry and let worry for itself. You do everything opposite of that, which is an interference. You block it out. It's a struggle. It has to be. But if you have a caterpillar that makes a cocoon and you open it, what happens to the so-called butterfly? It's not strong enough to take flight because it didn't fight its way out of it. So we have to come out of our own cocoons. Even though we didn't spin the silk around it, and this is not silk, we have to consciously make ourselves aware, not shoot the messenger as often as we have, and usually with yourself, with I and I. And we have to reconnect. I give thanks to the brother yesterday who was in his post speaking on looking in the mirror and making the eye-to-eye contact. And it was a beautiful thing. And I know he's practicing it. And if you haven't, you should really practice it. You need to see yourself. And you need to close your eyes and mitigate a different response to yourself. You need to allow yourself to become what that is always meant to become. And be the staple, the light that shines outwards, and others see it. And then the veneration is done. And increase it. Anybody else is welcome to come on. If not, we're going to go ahead and shut this down. And I'm going to get myself ready for a little meditation. And I'm going to go live and do the little meditation. I don't know how I'm going to do it for. You can hang in there. You can meditate with me. It's Sunday. If you got a hangover, go get some kiwi fruit. Go get some beet juice. Get your wheatgrass shot. Clear your head. Get you some potassium, some magnesium. That's the only thing that's going to help. All right? And join in. Any last words, brother? Rondo?
I suggest everybody come join in. I enjoyed it when you did it the other day. Started off with the 40 breaths. Everybody has to pick a side, be on the right side of history, what's coming down the pipe. Probably won't be able to change later.
Appreciate you, brother. Come on, brother.
Well, I'm looking forward to that meditation because I seen that read yesterday and I seen some things, and when you said what you said, I reposted it last night because I had the youngest little girl in the house watch the video because she was very angry yesterday, and then she looked at me. She's like, "How do you know that is that color?" I said, "I didn't know." I said, "I seen the video after." When you expressed everything, I did it, and I didn't finish watching the whole thing. When she said it, I said, "You just gotta stay on top of it." And she's so small, and she put faith in me now. So I'm doing my best to, like you said, little by little. No control. But I appreciate it, very much appreciate it.
Appreciate you. And the children, they can teach us a whole lot. Didn't in that Bible it say, keep a childlike heart? Doesn't that mean to have a childlike heart, that your whole is childlike? And we're not talking about immature and this, that, and other. We're talking about to be consistent with the fact that you are youthful, and very youthful. We've got all this stuff about old and young and all that nonsense. That's divisive. To be young at heart, stay nurturing, to be able to be nurtured. And yes, the colors, as far as when you first start, the paper's crumbling up, that's not for everybody, but everybody has a different thing. And then to see the red and the black of the funnel, to be able to hone in on that, and to breathe, not to get afraid and come out of it, to follow it, whether it's a rabbit hole, just to follow it, and allow yourself to see the faces, and allow yourself to be able to look for yourself, to seek yourself out. And that's the whole purpose of the meditation, is to find yourself. It doesn't mean that you're going to get an answer the first, second, 100, 200, 1,000 times. It means you are seeking yourself. And in doing that, you start changing. Something manifests different. And you've got to allow it. And I really appreciate you guys. Go ahead and sign out. I'm going to go ahead and end the last few words. And I love y'all. All right? Appreciate y'all coming in. Well, nobody said that even the less road was not hard to travel. I'm here to tell you, as hard as it may be, or it sounds, it may seem to be, we have to travel. we've already been traveling a very road. It doesn't mean that we have to do it alone and in contempt. We don't have to do it like that. We can all be one. Even where you're at, we can be one. Don't worry about crayon colors and ethnicities and races. Throw all that garbage away. There are going to be those who are spiteful and hateful. You have to be the light that shines out. I'm not telling you to run up and hug everybody. That's just foolish. I ain't telling you to sit there and make friends and acquaintances with those who despise you. I'm saying walk in the light of who you truly are, and you'll see different manifestations, and it'll be according to who you are and how you're walking in that light. Never allow anyone to disassociate you from yourself. The disconnect is all over. Reconnect. And I appreciate everybody coming in. Ladies, gents, and with love.